Hello everyone. In this video we have a rational equation and then we are supposed to solve this rational equation. It goes by 1 over a minus 1 over b being equal to 1 over a plus b. Now before we solve such rational equation, first what we must do is to define the domain of the function, right, or the domain of the equation. So let's do that quickly. So defining the domain of the equation, realize that a should be equal to 0, b should be equal to 0, and then also a plus b here should also be equal to 0 in this case. Now that we know the domain of the function, then we can go ahead and then simplify the equation. So we have 1 over a minus 1 over b being equal to 1 over a plus b. Now what we can do here is to just find the LCM, which is a times b, which is ab. We have b here, and then the minus b goes into that, it's left with a times that gives us a. Then we have 1 over a plus b here. Now from here what we can do is to then go ahead and then cross multiply from this portion. So we can cross multiply from this portion, which we have a b minus a multiplied by a plus b. So basically we are cross multiplying, being equal to 1 multiplied by ab. And then when we distribute this here, we have just ab minus b squared minus a squared minus ab being equal to ab. So you realize that we have, so from here realize that we have ab, get rid of ab here, and then remember it is this positive, so we have b squared minus a squared being equal to ab. Now what I can do here is to now factorize, so we can then go ahead and group like them. So we have b squared, and then sending a squared to the other side, a minus b being equal to a squared. So we realize that from this portion we have this equation over here. So in order for us to solve such equation, we just have to use completing of squares. So in completing of squares, all what we have to do is to add just in this case we are adding a squared or divided by 4 on to both sides, right? So to both sides, so we are basically adding this to both sides. Now adding that to both sides, we are basically going to get, so from here we are just going to get this to be, so for this side and then also this side. So we have, from this side we have b squared minus ab, then plus a squared over 4 equal to a squared here plus a squared divided by 4. Right, now you realize that from here we've gotten a perfect square. Now with this perfect square, what we are going to do is now go ahead and then let's write this very well. So just distributing this, we just have this to be just b minus a divided by 2 here, all squared, being equal to so over here just find the LCM. We have LCM to be 4, this goes into that 4a squared, and then we have this to be plus a squared. So in this case we have just b minus a. So basically when we expand this, we are basically going to get this. Just by expanding this, we are going to get that. So we can write the equation in that form. Now we have this to be 5a squared being divided by 4. And then what we can do next is to now in this case we are basically either finding a or b, right? So we can write this equation as this. So I can just bring a square root here. So square root of 5, just putting a square here, so this will just go away, a outside, and then square root of 4 becomes 2. So I can write the equation in this way, but remember it should be squared, because when I square this it becomes 5, I square that it becomes a squared, and square this it becomes 4. So we can write the equation in this way. Now in this, on both sides we have to the power squared on both sides. Now what we can do here is that since we have square on both sides, now if you have x squared being equal to y squared, now the only solution you are going to get, or the possible solution you are going to get in this case, is either s equal to y, or just s equal to minus y, or y equal to minus x in this case, right? So if that is what we are getting, basically this equation looks something similar to that, and that these are the possible solutions that we can get. So from here, what we can do now is to now write this equation on both negative side and then a positive side. So it's going to have a positive side of it and then also a negative side of it. So with this, let's look at it. So with the equation here, we just have, so just putting square roots on both sides. Just putting square roots on both sides. You can see that this gets rid of that in this case. Now what is left here is just so from here we are just going to get b minus a over 2 being equal to 5 square root of 5a divided by 2 in this case. Now as I said, we have both positive and then a negative side, so let's start with the positive side. Now with the positive side, we are just going to have so just have s equal to y in this case. That's the positive side, and then we can have a negative side where s equal to minus y in this case. So with the positive side, we just have b minus a divided by 2 being equal to the positive side 5 square root of 5 a divided by 2, and then we can go ahead and then simplify this. So simplifying that, just take this to the other side, it becomes plus a divided by 2, and then from here we can just have, since we have a here, we can factorize that out. We can also factorize 2 out, and then we have square root of 5 plus 1 in this case. So that is going to be b in this case. Now with the negative side of it, so with the negative side we have b minus a divided by 2 being equal to negative that divided by 2. So sending this to the other side, it becomes this minus a outside divided by 2, and then from here we can write this as, remember this is divided by 2, so everything becomes a divided by 2 in this case, becomes 1 minus square root of 5. So that will be the possible values of b. Now we can then go ahead and then find the possible values of a, just a reciprocal of that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you guys in another section.